Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't really need any sort of fancy intro. You guys know the jizz. Fuck you. Let's get started. Hey, now you guys gotta hold on for a second while I share this with one of my Discord people. Let's see, where is he? There he is. Share it with him. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I guess today. I guess today we're building. You know what? I got two new series starting up. Uh, one of which is The Forest, which I did a video on. I did a stream and a video on the other day. So go check them out. But the other one, this was the weirdest thing to happen. At least for PlayStation Plus owners like myself. Um, so Final Fantasy VII, the remake, just came out for free on PlayStation Plus. Let's see. I mean, I just found that kind of odd. I just thought it was kind of weird. Because the game literally has only been out, I think, a year? I just always sort of figured it took a little longer than a year for a game like that to get just haphazardly thrown onto PlayStation Plus. But yep, that's on there, and I downloaded it, and I played a little bit, and yeah, what can I say other than I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life, so that should be fun. But for now, let's start off with the signature axe, the first thing you get in the forest. Now, I only got the forest just like a week ago. And I already put out a video on my channel. Make sure you go check that out if you can. Where I show you guys just me surviving in the forest. Nothing too fancy or special. Except for it is somewhat fancy and special because it's me doing it. Okay. And right now I'm just building the first axe you get, which is sort of it's synonymous with the game by this point. The first little shitty airplane axe you get because there's apparently a axe on this commercial airplane, which I don't think that's a requirement for most commercial flights to own or to have on them is an axe. Let's see, so that's like that. But yeah, that's an interesting game. Go check that one out, folks. It's actually 10. I've actually been tempted to do more of those do one of those videos instead of the Minecraft Creative or even the Minecraft Survival. Mostly just cause like, I mean, the Minecraft Survival, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not. And what I mean by that is like, it's mostly just me trying to find diamonds because that's the next step. Which should be the next step for whenever you're playing Minecraft and then you get to. I guess it's just sort of me getting to a certain point in the game where I just. Let's see. That's good. That's fine. No, let me shorten that. There you go. Where basically it's just me trying to find 3 diamonds so I can make a pickaxe so I can explore the Nether. Just a bit. And then I need to find blaze rods so I can then craft eyes of ender and let's see. It's not really protruding out like that, but it's fine. The Minecraft Creative I just sort of do whenever I'm just feeling a little bit down. I guess I was feeling a little bit down today. I don't know. Some days you just feel down. And you just don't know what to do, so you're just like, you know what? Let's just do something that feels familiar, that feels right to do. So I just go Minecraft Creative. It's nothing I need to really worry about as far as resource management or anything like that. I just sort of go right ahead and do it. I can talk about whatever I want. I can just build whatever I want. Hey, yeah, I know. Like, a lot of my stuff doesn't look exactly like it does, but I'm not expecting it to look exactly like it is. Exactly like it should in a lot of things. Mostly because it's goddamn Minecraft and you expect it to look like it does in any other game or even the real world. You're in fucking sane. At least in my opinion. Uh, you know what? I actually don't like. Let me just get rid of this part. I think I can do a little bit better than that, but I like the handle, so I'm gonna keep it. And I mean, like, sometimes I even, like, step back and I like, oh, I actually like the way that looks. Hey, it's a rarity, but it happens sometimes. So let's do it like this, to where it seems like it's... protruding out of the ground a bit. Let's see. Uh, I don't know. Uh, Okay, let me add the iron. Maybe that'll help a little bit of that detail. Then it's like it's sticking out of the ground. Is there any... What's orange stuff? There's not a lot of red. Huh. Guess another brick is a good example. Something red I could use. Let's go... Trying to think. Eh. Yeah, use nether brick for the red rather than the terracotta. Even though terracotta looks more similar, I think that this could have a better red look to it and maybe even have a better feel. Other things I could talk about. Oh, WandaVision. Tomorrow is gonna come out with their final episode. Comment down below if you've been caught up with WandaVision. Oh, I could totally do something like that. Maybe next time. Or maybe even this episode, depending on how much time I have left. But no, yeah, I've kept up with the series so far. And I will say it's pretty alright. Nothing too... I feel like it's actually, like, way better than a lot of the Marvel movies that have come out as of late. I mean, yes, Endgame was a good movie. Of course it was. Like, it needed to be a good movie. God, Lord knows the fanboys who would have flipped their shit if Endgame came out and it was not a good... And it was just not a good movie. Sort of like that. Then I guess maybe... but yeah, I feel like the way they did it, the format was so interesting. How they made it a show rather than a movie. Because they could have totally gone with making it a movie about Scarlet Witch, which I think they might do in the future. I feel like if they're going to do something with either the characters of Wanda or Vision, or Scarlet Witch or Vision, then then I totally imagine like them giving someone, especially a character like Scarlet Witch, a solo film. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Rather than doing another TV series. Let's see. Oh, you know what? But yeah, I kind of just don't want to get too far ahead into like spoiler-ish territory because I know Not everyone has Disney Plus. I just so happened to be watching on my sister's Disney Plus account because she lets me use it. Let's see. Slab. Where are the slabs? There are the slabs. Of course. Man. Okay, I can't do that. Especially since they were very underutilized in the actual Avengers movies. Oh, no, I don't hate that. I do not hate that. Oh, no. Don't. Internet, you're fine. Internet, you are completely fine. I'm playing Minecraft. It cannot be all that bad. Anyway. So now I'm done with that. Let's move on to the Buster Sword. From Final Fantasy. But yeah, let's continue talking about WandaVision because I really do want to talk about it. I remember making a theory a while back that I think it's just been blown out of the water because like the writing they so the way WandaVision works was Wanda essentially is supposed to be like responsible for everything that's going on in that show. Which, you know, it's not really a spoiler. It makes the most amount of sense for the character, for all the actions that's happening. Essentially, like, she creates this entire fake ass town just to control all these people and try to have the perfect life with her boyfriend she never had. And the unfortunate sad part is, like, none of it's real. And it's all just stuff she's making up as she goes along. Uh, oh. Wait, no, it's not supposed to do that. I need to make the outline first. Let me do that so it's an even surface. Sorry. That needs to be a little bit bigger. Anyway. So yeah, she makes everything you see in the show. She's just crafted to be her own perfect life. and she doesn't really seem to care about anyone else but herself a lot of times. Uh, could I get into spoilers? Comment down below in the next couple minutes or so if I can get into spoilers for WandaVision. Comment, I don't really care, or I'll just watch it later, or I'll watch clips of it on YouTube. Which, I mean, if you do, I'm impressed, because, like, Disney cracks down on that shit, like, hard. Nobody steals from the mouse and gets away with it. Okay, yeah, that's big enough for the Buster Sword. And if you think you've stolen from a mouse, oh no, you have not. He is hunting your ass right now. Watching you and waiting for you to screw up. Like that. But anyway, so haven't gotten a comment saying, oh hey, please don't spoil WandaVision for me. That's the only thing keeping me going in life. Please, no, so I can talk about it. Let's see. So anyway, it's revealed later on that the character in the show, Agnes, is actually Agatha Hargreaves, who is some old Marvel 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so it is an even number. So if I put it here. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I gotta make it like that. Gonna need a long handle for this one because it's a big ass sword. Let's see. But yeah, I remember getting criticized for one of my theories I had. Because I originally thought that Agatha wasn't going to be Agatha Harkness like she was in the comics, but rather she was going to be just another sword agent who might up going in there and trying to trick Wanda or something. Then Wanda wound up making her into a villain. Just to project her social anxieties and her like inability to accept what's going on. And she like made a big villain out of it, which is something people will do. They'll villainize their condition and they'll be like, "Oh no, blame this person's to blame." A lot of times in reality, like I know real world is a scary thing. It's just us not being able to properly accept how deep-seated our issues are. That. That. Okay, like that. That's a little bit of better texture to the handle. Anyway. Yeah, felt like kind of fool when I realized, oh, that also makes Wanda the villain of the show. Which, I mean, in a way, she kind of is, but at the same time, she is one of Marvel's only female superheroes who is also getting her own property, has her own show that's doing very well. So I would really doubt that. I should have doubted that they were going to make her into a villain. But I also disagreed with a lot of theories that said, oh, Mephisto was responsible for all of it, because I don't think Disney's ready to force the devil into their stuff. Even though, yes, Mephisto is a big part of Scarlet Witch's story, Wanda's story, it's just a really risky character to put in. Especially with a lot of... I mean, not just the American audiences who are just like, oh, I can't believe they put the devil in this series. And then you don't want to offend those people. But also in China and most of Asia, which Disney's having some really bad time, having a really bad time, especially after Mulan came out and flopped. God, that movie was bad. So boring. Apparently part of Asia's movie restriction policy is that you can't show anything with the devil in it. Which is kind of odd. But, yeah, so I don't think Disney would have done something like that. And also Mephisto is sort of... Like, why add in Mephisto right now? And why with Wanda... I do suppose, like... If you do add in Mephisto, you could add in Ghost Rider, which would be pretty kick-ass. Be really cool to see Ghost Rider, like, back into the main Marvel cinematic universe. Which they seem to have really kind of ignored Ghost Rider as of late. I know that he was in one show I used to watch called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that ended a while back. Which nobody else remembered, because I don't think anyone else watched that show. But yeah, it was basically... What the hell? Oh, that's just a little... Oh, that's... Oh. Yeah, no, let me just cover that up. Hold on. There it is. This is what is necessary. Okay, let's finish up the Buster Sword. And continue to talk about WandaVision. But no, like Disney, or should I say, God, whoever wrote WandaVision did it the smart way. See, not only making Sword the villains, using Wanda to bring Vision back, but they also added Agatha, making her a big bad, making Wanda not the ending big bad, even though, like, yeah, Doctor Strange might show up in the next episode. There are even theories going around that Magneto's gonna show up, which would be kind of cool. But he is probably... for those of you who might not know, Wanda whose name is Scarlet Witch in the comics, her superpower is that she can like mess with the multiverse. She has reality warping power. She's one of the few mutants who can do something like that. And she seems that since she got her powers from an Infinity Stone, she seems to be able to activate the powers of others who are influenced by Infinity Stones, aka Agent Rambo, the African American woman who was shown in a lot of the trailers. Let's see, so. Who seemed to have gotten her powers somewhat activated. By Wanda going through her little hex portal. So it seems that Wanda is able to create, which is essentially mutants, but not in the traditional sense, like how they normally would be on the X-Men. But instead, they're mutants because they have an untapped potential from the Infinity Stones. And I predict those who've been dusted now have since they've all been in since they've all experienced the Infinity Stones twice by now. I would imagine that by the end of WandaVision, we'll be having, because there's a reason why they decided to do this one first. Why they decided that this was going to be the first show that Disney Plus was going to put out for Marvel. And I believe that's just so they could introduce the mutants. And like you could still have Wanda's powers be attached. I mean, you could still have Wanda be attached to Magneto and all that sort of stuff, and Charles Xavier still be there, without having everyone be like, "Oh, well, where they've been for all these years." Um, but actually, I was watching this episode of this other YouTuber I watch called Fact Fiends. If you've never seen Fact Fiends, go check him out. He does really good. Carl is a real good guy. He's a real good content creator. He was talking about how they could bring in the X-Men, and it's essentially like what WandaVision seems to be leading up to, which is kind of my theory, which was that it's more than likely something activated within those people who were snapped away, since they are now connected to the Infinity Stones in a way that was never done before. But same way that Wanda and Pietro were experimented on with the Mind Stone, there were others before then that were experimented on with with some of the other Infinity Stones. Like the Space Stone, which was let's say Loki had the Mind Stone, and the Mind Stone was lost. The Space Stone was also lost, I believe. Which was the Tesseract. Power Stone was in space, so maybe. Maybe someone. Anyway. So, my theory and his theory, we have the same theory. It goes that I should be building something. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, here we go. It essentially goes like if there are beings who have this special genetic trait that was unlocked due to the Infinity Stones. They're rare, and there are quite few of them. But those of them who were affected in these incredible ways that were hoping to be replicated. One of which I had an idea for was Hydra. They managed to get their hands on the Space Stone. Because they had the Space Stone for a while until, Captain America came in and took it. Red Skull, when disappeared, found the Soul Stone and stuff. But one of my theories was that Hydra scientists with the Space Stone went and tested it out on a group of Jewish kids, of young Jewish people during the Holocaust. So that way you could still tie in his backstory, but and you guys probably know who I'm talking about at this point. But his name is Magneto. And for those of you who don't know who Magneto is, what the hell kind of rock you've been hiding under for the past dozen years, but anyway, so Magneto, who gets his powers directly from. He's a mutant with magnetic ability. He's the master of magnetism. He gained his power. Well, he first discovered his powers during the Holocaust. He is a former. He is actually a Holocaust survivor. Back in Germany. Oh, that's just the Markiplier logo. Hold on, I think I need. Let's see. Oh, I know what I could do. Emerald. Redstone. And I need. Where would you be? But yeah, since they already established Hydra, I figured they could establish someone like Magneto who gained his powers, whose powers are based out of the Holocaust, were discovered during the Holocaust. I can have both those tie in together and have it be where he uh was being experimented on using the Space Stone. You could even tie Red Skull into it if you wanted to. And he wound up going on his own venture, doing his own thing. And then you could even have like his own separate like Magneto movie where he just goes around hunting Hydra Nazis. Where the hell is it? Which I think could be cool. I think that'd be cool. I remember that was a scrapped Magneto movie idea from a while back. There it is. Where he goes around hunting, killing Nazis for revenge. And it would have explored more about his backstory, more about how he was, and how the how the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, his little society he created, came to be. But yeah, him and then Charles Xavier, and you can even explain like, oh, it messes with your age and stuff to where you're not gonna be the exact age you once were. Boom, WandaVision. And then just to add a bit. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry it seems like very convoluted, but like you could totally add it to where like some of these other people were affected by the Infinity Stones before the events of Endgame and Infinity War. That, not gonna lie, it could be like one of the more interesting things you could do to bring the X-Men into the MCU. But I do know that they're adding in the Fantastic Four up next. At least that's the latest project. Also a good thing. Also a good thing. But I know also, but first they need to get that Black Widow movie out. Lord knows Disney's been very antsy to get that one out. Which is completely understandable. It's essentially burning a hole in Mickey's wallet. He hasn't gotten any sort of movie money in a year. And no, I know that Mulan came out for $30, and their current one they have, I think it was Raya and the Last Dragon, came out for $30 on Disney Plus. But they're not making a lot of money off that. At least I hope, like, not everyone is going out and spending $30. I understand if you have a kid to do that. But at that point, I also don't understand it because like you could literally just wait a few months and then all of a sudden it comes out for free. You know, that would teach your kids a little thing called patience. Oh, welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about Disney and WandaVision. Oh, hey, look at class. Oh, hey Treviso, how you doing, man? You're all good, Treviso. I was just yammering on about my ideas for how they can add in mutants into the MCU. But I mean, like, that wasn't even like my original idea for like something they could add to the MCU. One of my ideas was how they could add the Fantastic Four to it. One of the things that I always thought about, at least right after seeing Endgame and stuff, uh, was, well, what if they use the quantum realm, which is the realm Ant-Man gets his powers from, the little world in between worlds, which affected everyone a little bit differently. Let's see. That. So I thought, well, what if Reed Richards decides, oh, hey, Spider-Man, yeah, Spider-Man dead, and apparently Deadpool's gonna be like the first actual thing to bring in the Fox X-Men to the MCU, which I thought was a very interesting choice. Then I realized, oh wait, no, Deadpool makes lots of money. So of course they would want to add him in as fast as possible. But anyway, as I was saying, so I figured, well, what if Reed Richards decides to form a group of him and his closest comrades? You know, people like Sue Storm and Johnny and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, he's a mutate. There we go. WandaVision. And it's in black and white. It's in black and white, like literally in black and white, but you can still see it. So you got the Buster Sword over there, got the axe from the forest. And I mean, yes, I want to see Deadpool in the MCU too. Um, the only reason I'm not really talking about like Deadpool or the X-Men and stuff is talking about Fantastic Four. It's just like one idea I had. Like for one, making every member of the Fantastic Four actually have some form of educational purpose for being there. Oh, oh, I believe, yeah, the pink one is 02. Yep, that's 02. Yep. Anyway, oh, gonna startle me. Uh, what was I at? Oh yeah, Yep, that's 02 right next to Elizabeth. Are there any more waifus that you guys have? You know what? Screw it. I'm making a Raka. That. Taiga from Toradora. Hold on. Let's see. So it was. What the hell was it? Well, let me get my ruckus stuff and then I'll look up what the hell. Taiga from Toradora. Okay, I got it. Hold on. I can build her. I'm gonna need some white concrete. I'm also gonna need. Let's see. Trying to think. What else do I? Oh, 1.17. Oh, the cave update. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new. Oh, that way I can make some new stuff for survival. Maybe even have to make a new world. Huh. But everyone watching or everyone maybe not watching during the stream, but watching later on, comment down below. Do you want me to restart my Minecraft survival world? Let's see. No, yeah, I get that. I just already have the survival world, and I won't have any of that stuff unless I restart with a fresh world. Let's see. Where? Okay, gonna need some granite. Hmm. Travel to new chunks, so. Wait, is that how it works? Could I have a world that was made before the update, yet has all the stuff from the update? Yeah, that's a better. Let's see. And that. Huh. Interesting. Oh, she has very light hair. So I don't need that. God, where is the damn terracotta? Ah, there it is. that. Gonna need that. Gonna need red stained glass. I'm gonna need something that is the color black. Coal. Oh, wait. Light blue and regular blue. Okay. Now let me build your waifu up. Treviso. And on episode 200, Jesus. 5 is lower now. Other chunks. Did a massive bedrock wall. Huh. But yeah, no, I've done that with plenty of shows where I just start binge watching one episode, and then all of a sudden everything just comes flying out, and then you're just like, oh, I'm 20 episodes in, oh, I'm 30 episodes in, so on and so forth, until you spend half your day in bed, and you finished up all your flaming hot Cheetos, and you drank all your Mountain Dew, and you've just been watching this strange anime about, oh, it's a vampire falling in love with a human, but then, like, she has dual personalities, and sometimes they have to fight stuff. And there's also a succubus, and a dragon girl, and lollies, which I don't trust lollies. I don't like lollies, because, like, they look like they're children. And I feel like that's just wrong. Let's see. Just dun. There we go, get a little bit of texture on there. Got to episode 42. Hey, one more episode. See, you can't say, oh, one more episode, because that means you're gonna watch more than one episode. That's just kind of how it works a lot of the time. Let's see. Like that. No, you just gotta have the Yep, gotta have the self-control to be like, no, I'm going to bed now. Also, try not to fall asleep while watching a show. Otherwise, you're gonna wake up halfway through the season, and then all of a sudden Netflix is gonna be like, "Oh, well, we saw that you watch all of this, so here's some other shitty stuff that we think you'd like." And then you're just like, "Oh, I don't want to watch any of this. This is kind of, I hate this stuff." But no, Netflix is just like, "Oh, well, you watched all of it, so you must love it." Har, 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 har. No. Swear to God, I get another recommendation for fucking. One anime led to another one. Unfortunately, Netflix didn't understand something. Something got lost in translation at Netflix. Because I was watching this one show about superheroes called Tiger and Bunny, where it's about superheroes who are mostly focused on the publicity and fame that comes with being a superhero. And then wound up getting recommended this goddamn Glitter Force anime, which is for little kids. And I'm just sitting there like, why though? That. Use Netflix, I just use Crunchyroll. I don't have Crunchyroll Premium. And then also, I don't really watch as much enough anime to verify getting Crunchyroll Premium. Let's see. I'm gonna need some big old eyes. Oh, let me fill in the arms first. Okay, let me... She has a lot of fluffy hair. So I gotta build her up. Yeah, everyone, comment down below. What animes do you watch? Do they have waifus? Do they not have waifus? Are you watching an anime where you can't find yourself a good waifu? I don't really get it. I mean, I do. I found a few female anime characters attractive, but not to the extent as like a lot of other people have, I'm assuming. Duh. Let's see. Give her more hair. Lots of hair. Okay, so now... She's got big old brown eyes, so let me... Let's just do... this... let me make it a bit more square. One, two, three, four, five. She got them big old anime eyes. Let's see. But she does got... little twinkle. Oh, but then she also has a little bolo tie. So let's see. Oh wait, one side is supposed to go. Boom. There you go. It's Taiga from Toradora. Okay. So definitely have a large selection of waifus to choose from. Ah, she's beautiful. Absolutely. Oh, the rosy cheeks. Ah, how could I forget the rosy little cheekies? Ah, look at that. Look at her with her rosy cheeks and long brown hair. Okay, so let's go and make Oraka. Hold on, let me find what I want. That one, that one. That I know what Uraka looks like. I think. Darkwood. That. Use some quartz. Ah, and then of course her nice. Already got this. Look at all these beautiful waifus in the area. Gentlemen. Okay, that's perfect. Let's see. Best part about this, not the best part, but like one of the more awkward parts about a Rocket-chan is that I believe she's 15 or 16, and yet so many fans like to make porn of her. They like to make porn of a lot of these characters, a lot of My Hero Academia characters. which I think is awful. I think it's kind of sick and twisted how you're doing that because they're all supposed to be kids. A whole group of young teenagers. Uh, oh, and also, just going out to those of you who will say stuff like, "Oh, I don't like My Hero Academia because it's just so basic." Fuck you. So sorry that a story doesn't include thousands of different plot lines and it's convoluted to a point where it's damn near unwatchable. People say like, "Oh, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you're fucking basic." My Hero Academia, fucking basic. Watch a real anime. All acting like you're the goddamn anime police. Uh, when someone accuses an anime of being basic, it's a sort of unfair to that anime. Or when they just assume what it's about based off the name. Like, one of my favorite anime is this one called Tiger and Bunny, which is a superhero anime that I was just talking about. But as soon as I say the name, the first thing you think of, oh, animals. There are no actual animals. That's their code names for each other. One of the main characters' name is literally Bronze Tiger, and his partner his name is Barnaby, but he calls him Bunny because of his pointy ears. At least because his costume has some pointy ass ears. But yeah, no, I argue that's actually one of the more interesting anime that I've ever seen. That no one really seems to want to talk about ever. Uh, there. Oh, right, that's why I have these. Nah, it sort of frustrates me to no end when people won't give an anime a show in general. It doesn't have to be anime or anything. Like they won't give it a chance because they feel, oh, it's too basic, or oh, the name is stupid. But to like be like, oh, your opinion's invalid because you like have basic taste. Yeah, no, I have a bit of a basic taste. Why? Because basic can still be good. Sorry if I like the taste of milk chocolate or one of my favorite places to eat out is McDonald's. Sorry if it's so harmful to you that I'm that basic. I don't know. People just seem to put themselves on too high of a horse, too high of a pedestal. Oh, hold on, let me just get some grass. Boom, it's floating. That's Uraka-chan. So now we got Uraka, O2, Elizabeth, and that one. I don't remember her name. But, yep. We built some stuff. Some random ass stuff. And talked about some random ass stuff. From Marvel to anime, folks. Marvel to anime. But if you guys have any suggestions for what you want to see me build next, leave them down in the comments below. And I might build them. Or I might just do whatever I want. Like I did this episode. And yeah, if you did enjoy this Minecraft creative live stream, make sure you leave a like down below. It lets me know that you want to see more of it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Get all my content. Right as it's airing. Also, make sure you ring that bell to get notified of every time I do a video or live stream. It really helped me out if you guys could also share these videos with your friends, family, and everyone else you might know. Help me to grow. Help my channel to grow. Good, fun stuff. But most importantly, folks, everyone out there, try to get a good night's sleep. And also, drink plenty of water. Doctor's orders.